Greetings and salutations. My name is Tish, and welcome to the Artist Haven, where home plus art equals heart. In this morning's live video broadcast, you're having coffee with me, hey? And we're going to do some paper towel swipes, but we're also going to kind of play around with additives. And since I thought I don't normally work with a lot of additives just because I like to keep things as easy as possible. So anybody who's worked with any kind of acrylic pouring knows that cleaning silicone off of paintings or dimethicone off of paintings or Rain-X or whatever can be a pain in the butt. Had to think of a different word. But it's literally a pain in the ass, okay? Really. So it can be. It doesn't have to be. But we'll go over that in another video. So we're going to have some coffee here. This is technically this would be my third cup because my second cup got dumped all over my kitchen floor, and that's not the way that you want to start off your morning. Well, I had one, and then I went to go make another one, and I turned around, and boom, I knocked it all over. So, yeah. So this is actually my second cup that I'm actually consuming. So I'm actually kind of awake. Rhea actually let me sleep until 5:30 this morning, so yay. And Rhea is my kitten, for those of you that don't know. So I mixed up, I've got 3 batches. I mixed up, here's 2, and then I have one over there that we're just going to leave. We're going to do that one, just basic, no additives, no nothing. And then one, we're going to add the silicone to the color. And then the other one, we're going to add my favorite Dimethicone, which is Astroglide, but I have it in this nice little dripper bottle because this thing doesn't drip. It's not meant to drip. And then we'll add this to the actual white so that we're going to swipe with. And we're going to do paper towel swipes. And I have my mister bottle so we can mist and dampen the cloth. I'm using they're box towels. It's a box of rags is what it's called. I get them at Menards. In future, hopefully for future reference, I'll have links down below to use a towel that's similar, if not the same. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to add 1 drop. There's about a ½ ounce of paint here, so I'm going to add just 1 drop of silicone to that. Let's move this out of the way. I've got 3 canvases ready. I've been getting ready for this all morning. I'm using the mix that I made on Monday night, so I will leave description up in this general area. Right about here is where I'll put the eye. So you can go watch that again. So, or if you've never seen it, you can go watch that one, because then we learn a lot about, I use this Winsor & Newton gloss medium for pouring medium. So, and I really like that. And I can't wait to show you the dried result for that. And that will be on Monday that I'll show you that. Let's see who is in chat, because, I'm having a minor distraction moment today because it's been kind of crazy day. It's been an awesome morning. So, good morning, Dina. God, yes, I have my coffee. Yes. And Laura is here. Good morning. And Doris and Michelle. Hello, hello. And my Brookie Cookie. Hello, Brooke. And You Do It is in the house. Yay, haul. Awesome. And if you are new to the channel, new to our live streams, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you're enjoying our vibe and want to join a little creative artist tribe, all you got to do is click that subscribe. And we go live 6 days a week. So always a conversation, always something to learn, and always laughs to be had, because, yeah, last night was hilarious. And if you haven't seen Artapalooza, dude, y'all need to see Artapalooza. So, what I was going to do is, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. I got this little 8x10 canvases, and I got some paint on them from before. So I'm going to cover them with white paint, and then we're going to use white paint as our swipe color. And I'm just going to do a swipe across. I'm going to try and not hit the edge so much like I like to do, but we're going to do our best. So I've got 3 of these canvases ready so we can have them all together. I did want to show you last week's, and then we're going to use, oops, white paint as I pushed the wrong button. I wanted to show you last week's painting, but now I got to try and remember which one. I know that's awful. I don't remember which ones I do from day to day. Oh yeah, the hairdryer one. That's the one with the really cool red in it. Hang on. I want to show you that real quick. As soon as I can find it. Is this the one? Yes, this is the one. I do believe so. I'm trying to remember. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Yes, this is the one. Okay. Let's close that down. There we go. What do I put in my coffee? Well, it's partially coffee and it's partially the person that I was talking to this morning. So, because we have great conversations and it gets me all hyped up for the day. But it's mostly coffee. No, I'd say 50-50. Okay, so here's the one that we did with the hairdryer pour. And I am going to put resin on this one. I've already decided because I absolutely love this one. And there's so much range of movement. There's so much flow, and there's a little bit of negative space right here and kind of quasi-negative space right here. So it's got I love it, and I love the cells in it. So I will put the link for this video in the little information box. I will also put it in the description box below and in the comments so you guys can see how this was made if you missed that live. But yes, this is like, I love that. But this one will be for sale as well. Probably about 2 weeks. I'm hoping to have the website up by Tuesday. I've been having some difficulties because I am not a tech person, and I've been having some technical difficulties getting my brain to wrap around certain things. Okay, so we're going to put a drop of silicone in each one of these, but I am bound and determined to do this. When I get frustrated, I cry. I know that's dumb, but I do. Okay, I don't want, this can go here. Because we're going to kind of just put them, there's only a ½ ounce of paint on these, so we're not going to have a crap ton of paint. So we want 1 drop, 1 drop, 1 drop, 1 drop, 1 drop, 1 drop. Oh, that went on the stick, dude. Well, I'm just gonna, there we go. And I did it in Dixie cups because I already have enough dishes. I don't need any more. Okay, 1 drop. And if I need to, I'll mix up some more white paint to swipe with. We're going to put some white paint in the background, so we're not swiping on a dry canvas. We're not going to put very much, though. Good morning, Evelyn. Wonderful to see you. I did indeed miss it. I have been haven't been on much lately, stuff going on and all that. Hey, life happens, right? I get it. YouTube, see, here's my thing. I'm single, and I live alone, except for Rhea, my new kitten, who is very camera shy. I'm just gonna put some Floetrol water in here. So I don't have any distractions. I don't have a lot of things going on. So YouTube has pretty much become my life in the last month or so. I spend a lot of time on the computer, and I need to start getting out more, like going for walks and stuff. But I don't live in the best neighborhood, and so I gotta make sure it's during the day, and during the day I'm busy doing stuff. So I'll put a little bit more in here because I just want a thin layer of paint on the back. I'm hoping this doesn't pop through, but if it does, it does, and we'll work with it. That's the thing about fluid art. That's the thing about art in general, is do what your heart tells you to do. Do it, you know. You don't have to follow. There are no rules to art. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know, there's no mistakes, only happy accidents. I mean, I always say art imitates life, not because of what is actually produced, but what you do with what you produce. You know, if you get all butthurt because it didn't turn out the way you wanted, and then you say, "Oh, I give up," then you give up on life. You know, because life doesn't always go the way we plan. Stuff happens that is unexpected, and it can be unexpected good, and it can be unexpected phenomenal. I mean, I've been forging friendships for the last year that I would never have thought I would have had a year ago, you know, and especially the last couple of months has been really awesome. So, I mean, even despite this horrific virus that is taking over our world and changing it, I hope for the better. I hope people are more compassionate and less jerks. But, you know, one can only hope. Okay, so I gotta make this work. Okay. If there are questions that you have, please ask them in the chat. If I can't get to them, hopefully someone in the chat will be able to help you. I try and see all the messages. When we get to a certain point, I'll go, you know, I try and check the messages as we get to them. So I'm going to torch this real quick because there's quite a few bubbles in here. Okay. All right. Yes, Patreon. Oh, Patreon is going to be amazing here coming up, because Discord, I think, is allowing me to actually stream from Discord. So I think I figured that out. Because if you guys don't know, I have a Patreon, and it's not just, you know, hey, give me money. I am, for those that do, I think it's $10 or greater a month. I owe like videos, like hardcore. So for like a month straight, I'm going to be doing live videos or lives every week, 2 a week. If I can figure out how to do it, that's my problem. Because it wasn't working, and I just, yeah. Anywho, so my deal is, I'm going to do one crafting video and one and then one cooking video, because for those of you who don't know, I am a certified pastry chef, and I did go to culinary school, and I was raised a poor white child. So I know how to cook things on a budget, and I can make ramen noodles taste gourmet, okay? I'm not going to toot my own horn, but it's true. Okay, so I'm going to leave a little bit in this cup. Maybe. No, this is the purple. We want this on the bottom anyway. Okay, drop there. I'll drop there. All right. That is good enough. Put this over here so it can dry, because I reuse my sticks. Okay, stir that out and make sure we got the silicone mixed in there. Put some up here. Okay, so this one had a drop of silicone in each one of the colors. Let's do a little drip right there. There we go. Works for me. Okay, that one can go up there. That can go in the garbage. Let's do this pink. This is actually, this pink is the Arteza Pearl. I forgot to mention that. That I mixed up a few weeks back, and this is just Floetrol and paint, and then just a smidge of water to bring it to a thinner consistency. These are all probably a trace of one. Let's put a little bit more down here. Let's put a little bit right here too. Well, hello, Trey. Good to see you. Okay, there's the pink. And we're going to do this right here. Right here. And a whole bunch right here. Now I'm going to try and pour these similarly, as far as maybe not so much order, but just kind of a mix like this so the white comes up through it. I'm finding that's better for the swipes. And this is that green gold that I absolutely love. I'm going to put this right on top of the turquoise, just like that. A little bit on the edge, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. I'm just going to kind of splatter it around too. There we go. Someone's blowing up my phone. I better make sure that I'm still live. Hang on one second. Okay, I'm still live. So that's the only reason why I check my phone anymore. It's because no, it was the week before last. I was doing these lives and, okay, hang on one second. I was doing these lives and YouTube decided I was infringing on somebody's something. I don't know. Okay, so I've got these white paper towels. They are like fabric, okay? They don't have the little quilting, like Bounty does. That's why I got these ones, is because they have no texture. Well, they have some texture to them, but it's more like a cloth texture, like a linen texture than anything else. So I'm taking my Mr. Mister. This I got at Hobby Lobby. You can get them at beauty supply stores as well. In fact, that's where I'm going to get my next one, because you can get bigger ones. Because when I'm blending paints on furniture, yeah, it's not a good thing. Because I go through this bottle in like 20 minutes. Okay, so now that I've got that spread, this is nice. See, it's moist. I hate that word. But now my chair's damp too. Oh well. Okay, so now we're gonna put this over the edge like that. There we go. And then we're gonna take this and I'm gonna set it. Okay, so I'm gonna roll it up a little bit, and that way I have a little bit better control. I'm going to set it on the edge, just like that. And we're going to slowly swipe. Now this one has the silicone in the pink color. And I'm kind of wobbly today. Too much caffeine, if that's even a thing. And we're just going to let it fall off the edge. And then what I do is I fold it in half. Okay, so I got to fold it in half. And then I lay it down. And I find my scissors. And I just cut off the edge that has the paint. Okay? These scissors are dull. Where's my aluminum foil? Okay. There we go. Now that I got the paint off, I can go back and cut it straighter, more straight. Jeez, Tish, your English is awful. Okay, there we go. We'll be using this again. So that's all your waste right there. It's just that little bit. And if you really wanted to save it, I suppose you could use it in another mixed media project or something. But, oh my goodness. This thing is just kind of blowing up. I'm not going to torch it too much. I want to have some cells in here, so I'm going to see if I can get some of that to pop through. And they are starting to pop through, so we got that. Holy Toledo. This is awesome. Okay, let me bring this in for a close-up. So again, I'm using Cell Magic. I got it at Hobby Lobby, but you can get it at other craft stores as well, by Color Pour. This is their silicone. And I don't suggest this one so much. One is expensive, and two, finding the bottle, the cap leaks a little bit. So here we go. We're going to bring this up. We're going to make sure we got all the edges. Just going to take and get the corners. We're just going to kind of pull it down. Make sure that all of that is covered. And some people say, oh, you should use a knife for that. You should use a tool for that. And I'm like, my finger is a tool. And I can make it still look cool. I just got to make sure I use a clean finger. And that is why my shorts and my pants and my shirts all have paint on them. It's because I like to use my fingers. And I like to make it look cool, not just like a finger smooge, you know. So I'm going to wipe this one off. We're going to use that little bit of white paint there. I'm going to grab some of this white paint, come back and get some of that color off. There we go. And then we're going to just touch, clean finger. Let's see, this needs a little bit of this green gold right here. There we go. Okay, get the corner. There we go. All right, so this is the silicone in the paint color. Okay, so the pink is popping through. We've got really cool cells going on. There's a little cell within a cell within a cell. There we go. So, yeah. I like it because the white's not a pure white. It's not like in your face white, but the lacing in this is pretty cool. All right, let me go put this on a shelf before I end up dropping it on something. Usually, I'm going to grab a shelf if I can. My hands are so full. Okay. Oh, that's right. That doesn't fit there. God bless. Okay. Put that there. Grab this shelf. I try to be organized, but the more I try to be organized, the less I actually am organized. So, all right, we're going to set that down before I drop it. And then we're going to grab this other canvas. And this one should go a little faster because we're going to put the white down again. This time we're going to put the Dimethicone or the Astroglide, because who doesn't love Astroglide? If you don't love Astroglide, I'm sorry. It's I use it for more than what it's intended for. So I use it for painting. I actually use it as a other kind of lubricant for, like, I have these furniture dollies. They're little wheels that go underneath like dressers and stuff, so I can just shove them around, and sometimes they get kind of sticky. So if I can't find my one silicone, then I use that stuff. So we're just going to quick slap some of this paint down. And we're going to use the same colors because after this is over, if they all turn out right, I'm going to sell this as a triptych or a set of 3 so they can be hung together. Whoops, that wasn't what I wanted to do. And pretty much every painting that you see on my channel is going to be for sale. Some of it, I haven't listed them. I'm still trying to figure this whole website thing out. My brain gets to be mush after a while. Okay, so we're going to do these ones. And we're going to do purple, and then blue, and then pink, teal, and the green gold. Okay, and then we're going to do 1 drop of Astroglide. This is about 1 ounce of paint in this little Dixie cup thing. Okay, why aren't you coming out? There we go. Maybe. There we go. See, hands not working the way they're supposed to. I need a studio assistant. Oop, that was like 1.5. All right, I had a white stick here somewhere. Oh, we'll just grab another one. There we go. And stir that in. We're going to use this. This is our swipe color. Good morning, Brenda. Good to see you. Astroglide. Evelyn, Astroglide. Google it. I don't want to get flagged for something inappropriate. Okay, so this one I'm going to kind of keep the same kind of principle, but we're not going to squiggle it as much. Oops, that kind of came out in a plop. I was too busy watching the cup because I'm like focusing my energy on making sure I don't drop it. Okay, there we go. Okay, number 2 is done. Purple number 2. And then we're going to bring this blue here. Let's put a little bit more down here. Okay. There we go. Another cup done. And then the pink. This is the Arteza Pearl. This is the only one that's not mixed the same as the other ones. We're going to put this right here. And right here. And a little bit right here. And I'm not going to put so much paint at the end because it seems like I drag over plenty of color. So I'm not going to focus on the end so much, but more towards the middle and the beginning end. The beginning end? The start. I'm going to focus on the start and not the finish. Yeah. Anyway, I'll just keep my comments to myself on that one. Okay. There we go. There is that. This early in the morning, I've been up for 5 hours already. Okay, so we're going to focus this right here. Oh, Ray is having a cow. And we're going to put a little bit here. And a little bit here. I don't know what's going to happen when we get the pink and the purple and the teal and the pink all combined together. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it's thick enough where they won't muddy up. Because, like I said, it's not watery, but it's not my normally thick paint. So we'll see. Because you know what? Here's the wonderful thing about art is if you don't like the painting, you can paint over it. Okay. There we go. We got one more color, and then we're going to swipe it. And we have one left. And I'll bring them all back, and we'll look at them and see which ones we like the best. And then next week, I will show you the dried results. So we're going to do that. We're going to do this, and this, and this. Or it's a little bit in the beginning because I don't know what it is about this color, but I love it. It's like almost like a lime green, but more yellow. probably one of my favorite colors, I do have to say. Okay, let's get the only thing I don't like about Dixie cups is they are paper, so if you have paint in them for too long, they kind of start to disintegrate and be weird. So, and I just started mixing these paints about an hour ago, and they're starting to get on that cusp where it's starting to get weird. And that's why it's being like it is. Okay, so now that we have that, put the stick over there. Let's get our paper towel ready. I'm going to use this other end because I didn't cut that real straight. So I'm just going to roll this up a little bit, just like that, just a little roll. And then we're going to spray this with the mister. I'm going to do this off so I don't spray the painting. You just want to make sure it's nice and damp. I've done it with a dry towel, and the dry towel, with these ones anyways, the dry towel soaks up too much paint, and then you end up taking off all this paint off your canvas. So yeah, it's no bueno. All right, so we're going to put, I always start like right on the edge here and just kind of let it drip over. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit through here. We're going to do a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit here. Okay. Oh, Rhea is being her little, I swear to God, that cat is part monkey and part bear. She's funny. And if you want to see pictures of her, join our Facebook group. She is not allowed in the studio right now because she's too little, and I've already lost her once in the apartment. I don't need to lose her again. Okay, I'm gonna put the rest of this on the end down here. I know it's gonna probably get swiped off, but at least I know it went on the painting, on the canvas, so I at least know it's part of the process instead of in my garbage can. Okay. There we go. That's all done. Get that stick out of the way. Okay, so Astroglide in the swipe color. Damp paper towel. We're gonna set that. Too much caffeine. Set that down there. Kind of lift up the edges a little bit. And we're gonna go really slow. I'm kind of wiggling, and that's okay. And there we go, off the edge. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing because we still have the other two edges. She's making a ruckus in there. she's funny because she'll like purposely knock stuff off of, because I have empty boxes to try and keep her from climbing on things. I found out that doesn't work. So she'll purposely knock the boxes and make me come in there, and it's like, now I know she's purposely knocking the boxes down. So, all right. All right. So let's check the edges on this one. We should have some pretty cool things going on with this. My hand is very small, so I have a hard time getting the edges. like being able to hold the canvas without holding the actual back of the canvas. Okay, there's that. That looks good. It turned out really pastel. I was kind of disappointed. But that's okay. Pastel is good. Let me do this and do this. Get the drips. Well, that's kind of cool. How that kind of happened. Okay, get that off there. Use it right here. Okay, we're going to take some of this. I'm going to put it right here to pull that down. There we go. And this down too. And this. Okay. My phone is blowing up again. And as soon as I'm done with this, I will check. Make sure I'm still live. Still see the chat going, so. There we go. We already got that side. So there's that one. And we've got some really cool cells going on. Look at that. That one looks like an avocado. Like when you cut an avocado in half. That's kind of cool. All right, let's torch this real quick, and then I'm going to put this on the tray. Let me grab a towel. So I don't want to get my, I don't mind if my torch itself gets, you know, gets paint on it here, but I want to keep these as free as possible. That's why I don't use this one for resin, because this was a gift to me from a friend that's no longer with us. So there we go. That one's pretty cool. I do like that one. Reminds me of bubbles. And see, you can get round cells with Astroglide. And people are like, oh, Dimethicone doesn't make good cells. I think it makes phenomenal cells. Okay. And last but not least, we are going to do just a straight up pour. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this and I'm going to scrape this paint out of the way. Well, that just wants to be a pain in my butt. There we go. This is how I clean my table up. And then I'll pick up this paint and I'll put it in a container and I'll use it for a background color on one of my other paintings. Maybe not so much because this one has silicone. Maybe not background. Maybe I'll mix it with another color and make my own color. Because I do that. Okay, so we're going to put this down. This is just the white. And this is my cloud effect white because I find that for me the swipes turn out better, but I water it down a lot more so you don't see the cloud effect in it as much as you would, because this is really thin. This is probably a trace, not even of one. And same with the swipe color, the swipe white that I've been using. It's really thin. I wouldn't say watery, but I would say like half and half thin. I use half and half in my coffee because, yeah, heartburn sucks. I don't get so much anymore, but I've had to go to a less expensive coffee because Caribou is expensive, and I'm trying to be budget minded. So here we go. Get the sides. Hello, Dawn. We still have one more canvas to see. We're doing an experiment with different swipes. Oh, well, different techniques with a paper towel swipe. We've used silicone. We've used Astroglide, which is Dimethicone. And then now we're going to do just a straight up different densities of paint. So down below, I will have to tell you the densities of these because I'm going to have to look them up again because I don't remember now and I didn't write it down. And if you don't know me by now, I'm lucky to remember my name some days. So, okay. Those trays are done. That's the other thing I need to do. I need to go to the dollar store and get more, because I just use the dollar store cookie trays and then I put press and seal on them. And then I use that to like hold mixed paints and projects that I'm working on while they dry. We're going to leave this purple kind of in the middle like this. See what happens when we do that. Okay, so this none of these paints have any additives other than the pouring medium and Floetrol. And these are all Winsor & Newton except for the pink is Arteza. Yeah, these are all Winsor & Newton because Prussian blue, or no, this dioxazine purple is Master's Touch. That's why I'm using it, trying to use it up in experiments because I will not be buying Hobby Lobby paint. I'm going to be sticking to my Winsor & Newton, I think. There's another brand that I want to try. It's on my wish list. The link to my wish list is down below in the description box. It's called Soho, and I want to try that just because it's a more budget friendly paint, and Winsor & Newton is awesome and I love it, and that's probably going to be my go-to paint, but I want to give options for people that are out there that don't have a lot of money and want to start something but want a good quality paint. You know, when you give a gift, you want it to be good quality. And I'm not saying that people that use craft paints are using bad paints, because I use craft paints. That deco art paint is considered a craft paint. It's you know, it's not a highfalutin golden Liquitex, you know, pinkies up kind of paint. But it makes such cool things, and you know, and I just want your gifts to last. Craft paints don't have the most color fastness, so if I can find something for you guys that is craft paint price and still gives you a decent color fastness, and so I'm going to try. There's a couple of more of them on my, like I said, they're on my wish list. I actually have them in my cart, along with some cabochons and other such things, because there are things that I am going to be recording next week, or going live and recording next week. So if you're part of the Patreon, you can look forward to that, because I'm going to be making marshmallows, because I have a hankering for marshmallows, y'all. It is insane. I think it's because it's summertime and I want to go camping, but single, I'm not going camping in the woods by myself. I've seen too many crime shows. I wouldn't be able to sleep. Although I probably could just sleep in my car and lock the doors. But, you know, I'm not chicken. I question people's motives, I guess. Okay, there we go. Did someone say dinosaur? Do we have a dinosaur in our midst? That's awesome. Greetings and salutations, dinosaur. I hope you're not spam. We get a lot of that sometimes. People coming in and being all weird. It's like, you know, that's just rude. But that's life. That's why I don't shop at Walmart anymore. Well, not only because ever since Sam Walton died, that company has gone to hell, but also the people there are rude. It's like, I'd rather go shop with the people in Target that are rude, because at least I can stay my distance away from them, because Target has bigger aisles. At least here in Minnesota they do. So the one I go to does have bigger aisles, so I can stay the flop away from those people. Okay, I'm putting that right on top of this green, the turquoise. I'll put this, whoa, that came out quick. Well, I guess we're going to have a big blob of green gold right there. I'll put a little bit right in here. And a little bit right here, and a little bit right here, and a little bit right here. But for the cooking stuff, I'm going to be making caramel sauce and marshmallows, and then we're going to be doing a s'mores type cake, and it's going to be using a box cake, so you guys can make it at home. So, and then I'm going to offer them as classes too, I think, through Patreon. Just haven't figured out how to do that either, because like I said, I am not tech savvy and I'm trying to do this on my own. So pour the white over the edge. I'm trying to get as much on the edge as I can, especially on the corner. Okay. I'm going to scrape some of this out. I'm just going to dribble some throughout here. There. Oh, that was a big blob. All right, that's okay though. It's okay. I'm okay with that. No mistakes in painting. Only happy accidents. Needs to become your mantra, y'all. And if you have questions and you're watching this on the replay, please leave your question in the comments. Don't be afraid. The people that are going to read this are going to be understanding and kind. And if they're not, then they're no longer a part of the channel, because I will banish them to the bowels of YouTube. Because Mama T doesn't stand for any of that crap. Not on my watch. So. Asking question is how you learn. Yes. Yes, Dina. Dina. Love you, honey. It's how you learn. Okay, this isn't going to be wide enough, so we're just going to go with the wonky edge. We're gonna roll with it. Okay, wrong spray bottle. Okay, here we go. We're gonna let that sit for a minute because there's some cells coming up in that white blob right there. So I want to see what happens when we swipe that white blob. But I'm gonna miss this, and when we get a drink of coffee, we're gonna sit and chat a minute. Okay. Whew. That's awesome. Happy dinosaur. Awesome. You can use, I mean, here's my tray. Here is my swiping bucket. Okay. I've got, this is a plastic cutting board. I've got little bits of cardboard in here, heavyweight paper. This is, you know how you take out the thing from a tissue? You know, this is actually the thing from a set of gloves. You can see the hand on there. This is the inside of a heat register. I've got an umpire thing. I've got Mr. and Mrs. Chunky. I think they're in the sink getting washed. Oh no, they're right here. But I've got all these tools that, and then this is for rectoring pour. But here, look, see, these are, I'll use these on a different live. But this is a notched trowel. And then this is a triangular notched trowel. You see that? So you can use pretty much anything you want to use to swipe with. And we're going to be doing more and more different kinds of things on Thursday mornings. So yeah. All right, let's, oh, breathe, Tish. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Well, what? Yep. Awesome. I'm so grateful. Oh, and Billy's Big Top is here too. Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm going back through the chat to see if there's anybody I missed to say hello to see if there's any questions that I can ask. I don't go slow. I've had enough coffee. I'm bouncing off the walls. Love you more, Tish. Aw. The love in this room is so awesome. Junk mail. Yep, I've got junk mail. I've used that too. Yep, they different, and also some people use different things because it's more comfortable in their hand. I had the worst luck with paper towels for the longest time, but now that I've learned that I need to hold it a certain way for my hands, because I don't have the hand strength that I used to have, I can actually do it better now than before. So, well, thank you, Happy Dinosaur. I appreciate that. Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Chunky are found at Ace Hardware. I've actually seen them online too. Just put it in an IV. Yeah. No, needles are bad. Needles are way, way bad. I don't like needles. Okay. So let me see what else I can find here. Okay, now that I'm done sneezing. Okay, yes, Rhea is a pill. Yes, I'm scrolling. Okay. Men can be taught. They can be. I know they can. I've taught many a man. Main thing is, don't piss off a redhead. Okay, this got a little bit too drippy for my liking, so I'm going to put a little bit of white right there. Just like that, and a little bit right here. Just like that. I'm going to leave those there, though. Okay. There we go. Oh, no. I don't know if I want to read the whole chat. All right, Brenda. Have a great day, sweetheart. Oh, boy. Jay's here. Okay. Let's get our moist towelette. I hate that word. Yeah. It's so yucky. Okay, so when okay, let me try to do this without dropping it because I have no dexterity in my fingers anymore. So So I fold it in half and then I fold it in half again. And that gives me a little bit more of a sturdy thing to hang on to, and it allows me to be more flexible. And then I hold it in my fingers like this and I pinch it between my pointer finger and my thumb. So that gives me, I'm going to roll it one more time even. So you could cut it, but this way I find, oops, that went too far down. Oh well, here we go. I'm going to have to come back with some white. And I wiggle. And there goes Rhea playing with her balls again. The girl has her girl balls all over the place. All right. Well, let's see. Yeah, we're going to have to come back with the white on the bottom here, just on this corner. We'll tip it off. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I'm going to cut this off just like that. And I still have a good chunk of paper towel left. This was all one paper towel, all 3 canvases. And I still have a good chunk of paper towel left. I'll let that hang over here so it can dry out. I'm going to take this little bit of white here. We're just going to drip it over the edge here. There we go. There. Make sure we get this corner. There we go. And then we're going to tip it. We're going to tilt it a little bit. There we go. That's good enough. Now we're going to bring it back so our cells aren't all wonky. There, that makes me happy. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go around. I'm just going to use the white. Well, it's kind of white. Holy heck, they're doing construction across the street on the building by my house. And they just made a huge ruckus. I don't know. I hope no one got hurt or anything. It sounded, I don't know, like metally. Okay, we're going to use this. We're going to kind of pull this in to that. All right. That makes me happy. We're just going to bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, let's get this corner. Yeah, so again, I'm having too much. See, anybody who says this is finger painting for adults, yep, it is. Because why do kids get to have all the fun? That's how I look at it. I'm just a big kid. I do know how to do my adulting. I just don't like doing it. So I don't like computery stuff. Okay, so let's torch this real quick. I kind of like that, how it kind of went over the side there. Okay, I'm going to torch this again, or torch this real quick. I'm going to move Mr. back to his position as I drop my other thing. Okay. Adulting does suck. Adulting sucks. I mean, there are people who are just boss at adulting, you know. I am not one of them. I get my bills paid and I do it. I'm just not good at it and I don't like doing it. I'd rather play and paint, bake cookies, but I don't want to do the dishes, so I don't bake. Plus, I don't want to get fat, so I don't bake. It's like I need local people so I can bake and then ship it off to them. Okay, so this is no additives. This is just the paint for paint itself. And you can see it's got its own little set of cells coming up. They're more subtle. They're more quiet. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hold this in my hand. I'm going to scrape this paint off again. Nope. Remove that. Move this down in the corner down here. Nope. That guy out of the way. And we're going to bring back, keep this in a puddle here. Try to anyway. There we go. Oh, there's my toothpick. I couldn't find it. Okay, so we've got this one. This one is the no additives at all, zero zip zilch. Okay. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way so we can bring back all three canvases for a comparison. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, and then this is the one. Oh, this is turning out really cool. This is the one with the Dimethicone in the white for the swipe color. Okay. There we go. And I need to move these guys out of the way. Well, you're going to be a little beast, aren't you? Okay. I'll move these out of the way. And we're going to bring this guy back. And this is with the silicone in the colors. Okay. There. And this is where they're going to sit until they're a little bit more dry. Because I don't want to mess them up. Because I think on a wall, maybe switch these two around. I think on a wall they'll look really pretty. Together, because and leave a little bit more space between them. But I think they'll look really cool. So nothing, swipe color with Dimethicone, colors with silicone. And that is why each person has their own way of doing things and why you do different things in different paintings to get different results. So always experiment. Art is an adventure. Have fun with it. Don't worry about the cost of things, because you know what? How much do you put on a price of education? Because you're learning, you're growing, you're discovering, and there is no price tag for that. So if you spend, 20 bucks on paint and you make 17 different paintings, which is not probably going to happen, but so you're paying 20 bucks to have 17 experiences. That's how I look at it. And I'm a little off kilter though, so I'm weird. And I know how to bake my own bread, and I can make, like I said, I can make ramen taste gourmet, so I can eat ramen and I can, skimp out on other things. I don't go out. I don't do things just so I can have money to art, because this to me is the best thing on the planet. Because this is love. This is the embodiment of my spirit and my soul, and this is love. So I will put things in the description box because I wanted you to know what these transparencies are of these paints are. And I can't get the white because the white has the two paints that don't have the little description on them, but I will put the other ones in there. And we'll figure out which one we like the best. Let me know in the comments what you think is the best. And if you have any ideas or questions, put them down in the comments as well. Let me know. I just do it again. No. I've already had too much coffee, and this is kind of nerve-wracking when you're like, ugh! But anyway, let me know in the description box below what you'd like to see me do as far as what kind of experiments you're curious about. Maybe you don't have the money. Maybe you are already eating ramen and you still have no money. You know what? Let me know. You know, DM me, PM me, hit me up somewhere and say, hey, Tish, can you do this experiment? I'd really like to try it out and see how it works, but I don't have the funds. I don't have the space. I don't have the time. Let me know, okay? And I will do it for you. So, but I will not do your webpage for you, so don't even ask. Well, maybe kinda. There, you'll figure this out later. So anyway, tomorrow night is Friday night shenanigans, or Friday night flip cup, which is shenanigans because I've got my pal Brooke coming on with me. And then Saturday night, we have Saturday night shenanigans. Let me put Friday night flip cup. That is both nights, Friday night and Saturday night, are at 6:30 p.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. And Saturday Night Shenanigans is the most awesome fun because you guys in the audience get to pick what colors you want me to use in my paintings. And if I have the color, which I pretty much have every color covered now, again, thanks to viewers like you that gift me things, I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. Anyways, thank you for joining me today. If you are new to the channel and have enjoyed our vibe and want to join a little artist tribe, creative tribe, we will support you and love you and guide you and inspire you and support you and just give you love. All you got to do is click that subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. Truly, I am grateful for you. Remember, be kind to one another. Peace, love, and happiness.